We're all very excited about this fight. This is the heavyweights, two extremely talented, strong, gifted athletes getting underway here. Round one.
It is the best of the best, squaring off to bring their best. Here we go. Oof.
Chris Baten getting thrown down onto the ground by Willie Tarpley.
He's an accomplished wrestler, so he showed his skill by going straight on into the mount. Chris is trying to get out and trying to bridge him out, but Will is very talented. He's quick, fast, lethal, and he has natural strength. But that does not count out Chris Baten, but he's also big and strong and very technical. So the minute that Tarpley, even though he's on top, he makes a mistake, Chris going to take this fight over. Right now, it seems like Will's still on top, so he's got the best on. He's not letting Chris up.
Will Tarpley's pro debut. He's 19 years old. He is a natural heavyweight. He does not have to do any kind of weightlifting. He's much like Riddick Bowe was, just a natural heavyweight.
Very talented, quick. You can see how fast he got Chris down and fast he was on top. He's trying to do arm lock there. I can see that, but I don't know if Chris going to allow him to do that.
Now, what does Chris Baten have to do to get out of this?
Well, there's two things right now. Because Will is so fast, Chris got to try to flip him with a sweep or try to get a technique, get him in a submission from the bottom, if possible.
Big James Waring, the referee, third man in, telling Chris Baten to keep his mouth guard in. I'm not sure what was happening there, whether Chris was coughing it up or spitting it out, but warning him to keep that mouth guard in. And that's to Chris Baten's advantage anyway. You want to keep that mouth guard in.
Meanwhile, back at the farm, and Will is still on top. Let's see if he's going to do something. He's been in the mount now since it started, and he's showing a lot of strength. The only problem with being in the mount and what Will's done, he's starting to choke him out right there. But since Will's been on top, he's really giving up a lot of strength, a lot of stamina by using all his strength like that.
Chris Baten assures us that he will not gas. He's 26 years old, a child protective officer for the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department, eats 3 chickens a day. The guy has absolutely flawless nutrition, does not eat any junk food. He says, you watch how strong and you watch my endurance in here. So do not look for Chris to tank, but you can see Willie knows that, so he's going to try to get some kind of submission here.
The problem that's going on right now, Will's guy, he's keeping Chris on the bottom. It takes a lot of energy to do that. And so even though Will's in shape or not, just by expending all your energy by keeping somebody down, that's going to definitely drain all your power. So he's got to be careful that when he does get up or this fight continues. Here we go.
There goes Chris Baten up on his feet. He's turned this around. Let's see if he can do anything with it. 3 minutes have ticked away here in round one. It's RFC Battle of the Bay 5. Jay Adams along with Master Shark. Glad you could join us. It's a heavyweight matchup here between Chris Baten and Willie God's Gift Tarpley.
He's got a good choke. All he's got to do right now is lock in his legs and extend, and that's a tap if he does that. If not, he's out. It means Chris is trying to pound, grind, back on top again. Since this fight started, it seems like Will's got a very good balance, very good movements because he's been on top and in the mount to start. This time he's just in his guard or half guard.
He has very good sense of balance out there, a sense of keeping his waist and his hips centered. It's sort of, for the ground game, is like boxing on the ground, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it seems like Will, he's he's a wrestler, so I've been doing it for a while. He's a very accomplished wrestler, so therefore, it shows right now. But now he's going to also get into some submission. Just wrestling is all he uses. Eventually, Chris is going to get him if he does not submit him on the ground.
That's a very good insight, Master Shark. As a matter of fact, William Tarpley told me before the fight, he says, I need a lot of work on my finishing. And that's what you're seeing right here.
Exactly, because he's been, from the start of this fight till now, he's still in what they call the dominant position, the top position, but that doesn't mean that you're going to win from that position. It seems like Chris is trying to get an armbar right now. He's trying to go to the side. Will got out of it. Will's very crafty. Will's very smart on the ground and standing up. But again, he's been out there for a minute now, so let's see if he gets in some kind of submission.
About 10 seconds left in the round. Definitely a William Tarpley round. Baten doing what he can to sink in that Kimura, but it might be a little bit too little, too late.
This is strength against strength.
It's the end of round one.
There goes the bell.
Chris Baten found himself on his back for most of that round. William Tarpley looking very good, controlling Baten for most of that round. And Baten, the scouting report on Baten was that he was the stronger of the two, but Tarpley proving right there that he could go head-to-head on the strength department and come out on top.
Well, now this is going to tell. The second round is where we're really going to see what's going to happen. Now that they made it the second round, I know for a fact that it seemed like Will Tarpley expended a lot of energy in that round, and also Chris, being on the bottom, trying to bridge out, trying to submit him, had a lot of energy, depleted. So let's see in the second round who has energy left.
Good insight there. Talking about, there it is right there. Chris Baten trying to get some wind into his lungs. Ross Kellen, Carl Onyebenye telling him to breathe through the nose. This really will be, if this continues this way, a war of attrition between two very strong gentlemen.
This is about the cardio. Let's see who's got enough cardio. And if it does not go to submissions, it's going to wind up being, that kick wasn't really a power.
Oh, big right. Chris ate a right coming in. And again, Tarpley looking to sink in that guillotine.
He's got to move more. He's got the head, but he's got to use his legs also. His legs not being used right now.
What do you want to do with your legs there when you're trying to sink in?
This has got to either go around his waist, or even if you go in a half in leg, which you anchor around one half of the leg just so you can extend. You need to anchor in order to get that crank going. Right now, Chris is not really no danger. Neither is Will. Let's see what's going to go on from now on, because this is like, again, a lot of energy being wasted here.
Baten had that leg and he swept it under, and he used that good lower body strength to get on top, and this is a first for this fight. Chris Baten on top of Willie Tarpley now, and he has side control.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what's going to happen now. See if Will and his wrestling can get out of that position here, because now it seems like the ropes they're all tangled on the ropes, and the referee's going to move them.
Yeah, Big James Waring is going to pull them away from the rope, get them a little closer to the center of the ring. They will keep their same positions so that no advantages are lost in the movement. 123 ticked away here in round two. It's RFC Battle of the Bay 5. Jay Adams alongside Master Shark. We're glad to be here. If you're just joining us, you've missed some great fights, but enjoy this one.
Wow. Chris is finally on top. The first round belonged to Will Tarpley. He was on top in the dominant position all fight. In the second round, Chris is on top.
Chris Baten raining down. He's got full mount on Willie Tarpley.
None of those blows are getting through because Will is really has his hands up and he's hugging him so he can't get hurt. But it seems like it might be out of gas a little bit there. Let's see what else he can do. It's like he's holding on this time. First round, he was expending a lot of energy this time.
And here comes the rain again. It's another storm.
Oh, he's punching back from the ground. That's a good move.
If nothing else,
trying to get up.
If nothing else, this looks good for the referees.
Let's see what's going to happen here. It looks like Will is very tired. This might be over in a second or two. He's going for the choke. He's rolling it. He's rolling it. He's rolling.
He's got a head crank here. He's got that head.
He's rolling. There we go.
He's tapped out at 2:26 of the second round. Chris Baten beating Willie God's Gift Tarpley. And look at how excited Chris Baten is.
Congratulations, big boy. Nice
and there goes Carl Onyebenye lifting him up. Here comes Ross Kellen. They are absolutely thrilled.
Well deserved.
Chris Baten beating a very tough and very game Willie Tarpley for the heavyweight match of the evening. Look at this. All right, Chris Baten, unbelievable.